When you know that you are queer, but your favorite drink is beer, that's gayish. You can bottom without stopping, but you can't stand going shopping, that's gayish. Oh, gayish, you're probably gayish. Well, life's just too short for narrow stereotypes, so it's gayish. We're also gayish. It's Gayish with Mike and Kyle.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish,
the podcast that loves a good tall boy, and I'm not talking about beer.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're not. Okay. Wait, maybe a tall boy of like rosé in a can.
Oh my God, is that a thing? I would love a tall boy giving me a tall boy of rosé.
I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
And we're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality. And today
we're going to talk about rainbows.
The gayest thing we could think of for Pride 48.
Okay, but then again, we were trying to mix it up because usually we're soup slutty. We like the pun of like, you know, sluts live from New Orleans, you know, that's just very enjoyable to us. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, and last year we did water sports, which I think we got some heavy judgment from the Pride 48 folks about. In
a good way, right? Like in a way that like accurately reflects who we are and what we believe.
Yeah.
I think that was because we liked the pun of a live stream. I'm pretty sure most of what we do is based on if it makes a good pun or not.
So a quick thank you to Sarah Talk, the show right before us.
Hi, Sarah.
She was just on our show about atheists here a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
And has been a longtime friend. She actually is the one that introduced us to Pride 48. So those of you listening on the Pride 48 live stream, you can blame her.
Hey,
for everything
I was going to say,
about to hear.
Hey, buddies listening in. Oh, just so you know, also people that are listening live right now on the live and are in the chat room, we got fucking Dan hanging out, reading your chat room messages. And we're going to do a little bit of kind of, I don't know, it's not like a Q&A. It's just like talking to you and answering.
We have some time built into the schedule for a little bit later to address whatever happens in the chat room.
So don't get too crazy.
So you were pooping instead of listening, but at the end of Sarah's...
I was peeing, thank you very much.
At the end of Sarah Talk, she was saying that our show is like a bro-y frat party, but with rosé.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is that true? I mean, you were in a frat.
I mean,
I drink rosé.
Frat guys talk about dicks way more than we do.
That's very true.
And that's hard to do.
That's so hard.
Emphasis on the hard.
And frat boys are hard to do.
Yeah.
Because they're as tight as a New York mitten. I don't know.
Also, Sarah Talk said that she Sarah Talk. Her name is not Sarah Talk. Her name is just Sarah.
Sarah
Talk. Austin.
Sarah Austin. Yeah. But
is her middle name Talk?
Yes, it is Sarah Talk Austin.
Great. She said she was going to be disappointed if Mom wasn't on this episode. I believe Mom is in the chat room.
Oh, is she really?
So
is her name something obvious like, "Hey, it's Ma"? Or
we'll have to get
Ma,
Dan, we'll have to get
if
Dan
you're there,
on that.
Yeah. Let everyone know. Make yourself known.
But today we're going to talk about rainbows.
Yeah, rainbows. We didn't. Do you want to? Should we jump into it? Are we ready to talk rainbows?
Let's taste the rainbow. Let's Skittles it up.
Let's consume the leprechaun's treasures.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
You do.
I do.
Okay. No. Look. Okay. Oh. So I've been busy getting this fucking shit hooked up so that it would work, and I'm not prepared. Which is pretty par for the course, I think. But
you've never been like, I'm really excited and confident about even when it's not live, even when it's just like us sitting down. So
yeah, I have like a thing, maybe two. So like you do. Go for it.
Well, I'm gonna start off then with, I just really enjoy, with certain topics, to just start typing it into Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
And seeing what comes up.
We've gotten a lot of mileage out of this. Big Fatty, if you need more content, use Urban Dictionary.
Have you just typed anything into Urban Dictionary? Because it's a plethora of just... Okay, so this, I'm going to, before I get into the full list, trigger warning, some of these involve straight sex.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to our queer audiences. And some get nasty straight. So just a warning.
Okay.
If you don't like straight sex, then...
I mean, if you don't like straight sex, like, you should at least recognize that that is why you exist. Right?
That's true. Like, no, as far as we know, I want a gay Jesus that was born by immaculate butt conception, because I think that would be who I would worship. And Jesus was pooped out of a butt, and we put him in a it'd be like not a shed, but like a really nice like yurt, like glamping kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the three kings came by and they all gave him glitter.
I think they'd be the three kinks in this case.
Exactly.
And just for anybody new to the show, Gayish.
Oh, do we need to? I forgot. We're just diving in.
Lube up your ear holes and
Yep.
get ready for things like immaculate butt conception, because that's how we roll.
I guess we should also say Gayish is a podcast that talks about gay stereotypes. So each episode we have a different topic where we talk about stereotypes. So that's what you're. Okay, let's get to the good stuff.
Let's do it. Yeah. Urban Dictionary, rainbows.
Rainbows. Yep. First of all, we've got Rainbow Chaser, which is a straight person who has both gay and lesbian friends.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a chubby chaser, but like they chase like
Leprechauns?
people of different colors.
No,
I guess.
no. No, I like that idea of like it's rainbow, so it's like gays and lesbians. Because whenever you think of like fag hag, you think of just gay men. So,
Okay.
that was the sweet one. That wasn't the one I was warning about. Rainbow Rider.
A rainbow rider.
Yes.
Is that a person that sometimes has butt sex, even though they're straight?
You're so close. Okay. You're so close. A man who will. Okay, I hate this. Who will pitch for that?
Top.
Yeah, I think that's how straight people talk about gay shit, because they're like, oh, I can't say like top or bottom or like fuck or get fucked, so they say like pitch and catch. That's their like. Well, it's kind of like sports, so it makes me comfortable talking about it. Anyway, Rainbow Rider is a man who will pitch for or get blown by a gay man, but maintains he is straight.
Our hotline is 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474.
If you yourself find yourself intrigued by the idea of Rainbow Riders, Mike is at the ready in all the ways.
Yep.
A rainbow penis.
Rainbow penis. Okay, there's this old joke about the guy that has, like, he got blowjobs. He was cheating on his woman, and he had so many blowjobs from other women that he had a rainbow of different colors of lipstick on his cock.
That is a term.
Oh, okay, great.
A little bit. It's pretty much the same thing. That is
I'm jumping the rainbow.
Yes. That's a rainbow party, which is several girls wear different color of lipstick and then give each give one or more. I don't know why that needs. Give bunches of guys blowjobs, and then there are multiple colors left on their penis, which resembles a rainbow. Which, the fact that Rainbow Party only focused on girls giving dudes blowjobs is very heteronormative. Gay men can wear rainbow lips or different color lipsticks and blow guys.
Also, do you have to go out of your way to make sure that you don't cover up the lipstick that's gone before you? Like, if you're last, do you only get the tip?
Yes. No, I think you start with the worst girl first, because she just does she just like gets the tip, and then the better you are at blowjobs, the deeper you can go to really form that rainbow. Really, the straight guys, what's really important to them is the final rainbow product on their dicks. That's why they're in it.
I think for optimal aesthetics, you have to do the reverse of that. You have to let the person that can take it balls deep go first.
That's
to
true.
Leave the ring closest to the pubic bone.
Yeah, like the one that starts, if you start on the tip, you're right, that it might smudge when you go deeper and deeper.
Right, exactly.
That's part of the skill. Okay, so like then the skill, that's like the basic version would be start at the base and work your way to the tip. The more advanced version is the one that goes last has to get around, like not only has to deep throat it, but around the dick far enough. That probably wouldn't make for a good blowjob if your lips aren't touching the rest of the dick.
If there's going to be a Rainbow Party Olympics, there's different events.
Yeah.
There's different criteria.
Yeah.
And I think you're onto something.
Yes.
This is like, it's the technical round.
It's the level of difficulty. Like we'll bring in different sizes and like, all right, they all passed on the 5-inch. Now they're moving up to the 6-inch. Can she make it?
Yeah. This is Martina Navratilova, who is out of the tennis game and is trying her hand at Rainbow Party. She failed at the 5-inch last year because she does not like dick, but she's been training
so hard.
We have high expectations for her this year.
We see her doing her lip stretches, and she's opening really well. I think she's in for a good round this time. Okay,
great.
Sorry. Okay, back to hey everyone who's new to Gayish. Welcome. We're happy to have you. Rainbow penis though.
Okay.
Different.
Is that when your dick doesn't match the rest of your skin tone?
Oh my God, that's such a thing. No, it's not. But now it needs to be.
Pale white guys with like dark red or brown dicks is a thing.
Yeah, mine. Yeah. Well.
Dan's making a face at me like I'm making that shit up, but it's
Okay.
it's.
It's not that. It is. Again, I just picked definitions that I liked are funny, so I don't know. Rainbow penis is a gay guy's penis being inserted into a bisexual guy's butthole.
Okay.
Why the long face, Mike?
I'm just underwhelmed by that.
Oh, sorry. What would you rather it be? I mean, I don't necessarily know if I would land on your definition. What else could a rainbow penis be? Maybe it's something that's like fucked literally everything. Like, you know, you've fucked a gay guy, a bi dude, a woman in the V, in the B, like you've had a rainbow of anal sex.
Yeah. Except for the V part, but
Oh, right. And then what are vaginas but butts on the front?
That's what my ex-husband's sister told her daughters to call their vaginas, their front butts. They're from Texas. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, you're right. You
Wait,
can't
so
use
you're from
real
Texas
world-
also.
Yeah.
Why did you make that face? No, it's fine.
Because I'm just like, and both of them bleed, but for different reasons. Do you ever have, okay, here's a side note. Do you ever have like anal sex and it didn't hurt? It like felt fine, but like you still bled a little bit afterwards?
Yeah. Okay, I hooked up with one guy in Ireland, and that happened, and I was like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Like,
Gave me some sort of leprechaun curse at the end of the rainbow. And I think it's just a thing that happens sometimes.
I guess so. I never know if that, like, okay, we're not doctors. Lastly, a rainbow kiss. This is the one I was warning you about. So you might want to hold on to close your ear holes. A rainbow kiss is when a guy gives head. I also don't like know how I feel about like describing it as like going down on a girl as giving head. I don't know.
That's a thing.
I know it's what people. I don't personally use it. Okay, a guy goes down on a girl while she's having her period.
Oh no.
And he gets blood in his mouth. Then the girl goes down on the guy and gets his cum in her mouth, and then they kiss.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, like other Urban Dictionary segments that we've done, this is not a thing that people are into. This is a thing that people have done for the story, like just for completeness. Like this exercise was left to the reader, and they went
like
for it.
There was like a sexual bingo that this was part of, and they were like, "All right, fine. You really got to line up your schedules of like when are you going to be on your thing?" But I'm horny. Like it's just, and you got to like coordinate on like I'm going to hold this in my mouth while you do like. So you got to go there. It doesn't seem fun or sexual. It just seems burdensome.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
So
But good for you. Good for you, troopers.
I mean, hey, do what you want to do, and we support you, and do it safely.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I got. What do you got, Mike?
That's what you got?
Yeah, can you follow that? Or should we just stop now? Maybe we're just done.
Yeah.
I did.
This has been Gayish.
Good night, everybody. Okay. I really enjoyed Adam Burns's like hold music kind of thing
when they're playing the like lounge music.
Yeah,
like,
and then he definitely got like you can tell he puts on his sexy voice, and he's like, "Hello, everybody. We know you have choices when it comes to this." Like, but it's just like an Adam sexy voice, which is like, I don't know, not super.
He can hear this.
Hi, Adam. You're so good. It sounded great. We couldn't tell that you were really trying hard to be sexy. You sounded so natural.
Sultry. Great.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so just some random facts about rainbows.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the first like super famous person to do a lot of study of rainbows was Newton. And it's kind of funny because Newton self-described as somebody who was not very good at distinguishing colors. But
that's a perfect person to study a rainbow.
Yep.
Or maybe you're like not so blinded by the beauty of a rainbow that it helps you bring really more objectivity to it.
Maybe.
I just think I sounded real smart, and I'm very proud of it. So I don't have to sound smart again for like another 2 days.
You're like a philosopher.
I'm basically... Who's a philosopher? See, I told you I don't have to sound smart. I'm like some smart philosopher.
Aristotle.
Yeah.
Socrates.
He actually studied rainbows. I looked up some stuff about rainbow studies.
Rainbow studies.
Yeah.
Like, is that a major that you can get in college?
Well, not exactly, but more to come on that.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
I think this is worth interrupting. Adam wanted to clarify that he actually was. It was his attempt at a funny, sexy voice, not actually trying to sound sexy. He wanted to be real clear.
Well, accomplished. Well done.
But that's like also like, okay. Have you ever like tried to lay in bed real sexy and then someone comes out of the bed or the bathroom and like you're naked like in this pose and then they laugh and then you're like, oh yeah, this was a joke.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to be sexy at all. Adam, I might be onto you. Okay, no, Adam, you're great.
So
can't wait to see you soon.
Newton, who admitted that he could not see colors very well, originally in 1672 divided the rainbow spectrum into 5 main colors, not the 7 that we now know. Do you want to guess which 2 were added later? It's like a box of Lucky Charms. They keep adding shit, changing the shapes.
Like the violet.
No, violet was part of it.
Oh,
but the one
or is like pink or something.
You're
purple.
That's purple is not in the rainbow.
Red, orange, yellow, blue, green. Indigo.
Indigo was not originally in it. That's correct.
Orange.
The other one is orange. So yeah. So the main colors, according to Newton in 1672, is red, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And he later added orange and indigo. That gives us the 7 main colors. But there's some weird, like not really scientific stuff that goes along with that. So he really added orange and indigo partially because it was 7, like the 7 notes of a musical scale.
Oh, he just liked the like kind of symmetry of. Okay,
Yeah.
like it's weird for you that you're telling me about. I mean, I should know, like, you know, history is not actual fact. It's created by the victors. Like I know this, but like to say someone added in colors to the rainbow is just like, you can't, it's not, you don't get to decide what's in it, but it's just like, so yeah, like people just add shit and everything we know is based on someone interpreting it and telling it to us. And so it's not actually reality. So you just, man, everything's fucked up now for me, Mike. Okay.
More on that in just a second.
Oh, great.
So the ancient Greek sophists thought that there was a connection between colors and music, and Newton was trying to integrate all of that. But also that there was a connection between that and the known objects in the solar system, which Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Kyle's anus. And then and days of the week, that there was this mystical 7 thing going, and that's why
The
it was
7
necessary.
dwarves.
Yeah, exactly. 7
I get
deadly
it.
sins.
Yep, I get it.
And also something that I learned, blue, the color blue, originally was something closer to cyan, or like the color of the sky, like a light blue.
I'm not gay enough to know. Okay, cyan, light blue.
Yeah.
Great, got it.
And it's just, and then what Newton called indigo, we would call blue. So lots of people have noted that like indigo isn't really a color, or it's hard to tell like where blue ends and where purple begins, and where is indigo in that.
It's like a weird rainbow quandary.
Yeah.
That I'm really enjoying.
Isaac Asimov, who's a famous science fiction author, said, quote, "It is customary to list indigo as a color lying between blue and violet, but it has never seemed to me that indigo is worth the dignity of being considered a separate color."
Damn, indigo burn. Suck it, indigo. You're not real.
Yeah.
This is like, is indigo like bisexuals? Everyone's like, you're not real. And indigo's like, I promise I'm real.
I'm here
What
in the
are you
rainbow.
doing? Can't you see me?
Maybe so. Maybe so. Indigo's a real color too. Indigo Awareness Week.
Yep.
So moving on to the next thing. So apparently rainbows, all humans have seen them throughout time and history in different cultures.
That makes sense.
They didn't just appear
They're not a recent
when
invention.
TV went color. Like they've always
The
been a
first
thing.
one showed up in The Wizard of Oz, and rainbows have existed ever since.
But one thing that's pretty cool, I think, is that the colors of the rainbow, the quote unquote colors of the rainbow, it depends on the language. If you ask a person that speaks a language that has more primary color names, they will say that a rainbow has more colors in it. So our primary colors are largely confined by that list that we just said of the rainbow, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. But there are languages that have more or more nuanced names for colors, and they believe that the rainbow has more colors in it.
Interesting.
Right?
What language has the most colors? Okay, cool. That was fun.
Yeah. It's well researched content here.
Oh my God, are you finally doing what I always do, which like you have questions and I'm like, how the fuck, Mike? When was the first rainbow ever spotted in the world?
I don't know.
Great.
I'm sure it was Adam and Eve because the Bible's totally real and creation happened that way.
That's when gay people started.
Yep.
Adam and Eve saw a rainbow and they were like, you know what?
Yep.
Maybe it's cool.
Yep. And so I'll leave a last little like random tidbit that excited me. In Norse mythology, the world of men, which is Midgard, and the realm of the gods, which is Asgard. Not Asgard.
Sorry, I was drinking rosé, but I had to just like make noises to stop you. I'm sorry. What was the god?
Asgard.
The Asgard?
That's where the gods live. Have you not seen Thor?
No.
Chris Hemsworth, the very first Thor.
I wish he wasn't so Asgarded.
Don't we all? No. So like basically, like Earth and Heaven. Mm-hmm. So Midgard is the world of men, and Asgard is is where the gods live. But they're connected by a rainbow bridge.
Oh, like Mario Kart.
Bifrost. Bifro with an umlaut over it. St is the name of the rainbow bridge in Norse mythology. I think that's really beautiful because being queer is the way into heaven.
Oh, you're saying, to contradict Christians, it's not that gays are going to hell. It's that we are going to cross that rainbow into the gay heaven above.
Although they did say it's a rainbow bridge, so maybe Christians are walking all over us because they're trying to get into heaven.
Fuck. That reminds me of something I wanted to talk about. I'll do it now then. Speaking of Christians walking all over us, rainbow sidewalks. Have you seen...
So, yeah, okay, there have been a couple of cities that for Pride have made a big deal of, oh, it's the month of June, so we've made these sidewalks, rainbow color.
We painted it rainbow.
Or intersections, right?
Yeah.
Like the crosswalks.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's a big deal because, at least in Seattle, we have permanent rainbow crosswalks in the neighborhood.
It showed up, they showed up, I think, one Pride, and they've stayed ever since.
Yeah, and it's great.
I was going to one thing I really like about the rainbow sidewalks, and I was just kind of thinking about this. I didn't do any other research. I mean, there are a bunch of cities where it's seem like big cities where rainbow crosswalks are showing up, and it's like a thing. It's not just a one-off, just in Seattle or whatever. Big cities are doing that. But something I realized when I was thinking about rainbow sidewalks is what's really nice about it. I mean, I know there's a lot of discussion about corporations taking over rainbows and or using them or whatever, and Taylor Swift and just a lot of things about
don't upset Dan again.
Dan on you haven't heard the episode yet, but boy did he yell about Taylor Swift.
And I have no memory of it.
Great. Behind the scenes at Gayish, we get drunk and yell. But what I like about them is it's not asking anything of us. It's not promoting anything. It's not selling anything. I feel like that's one of the, I kind of go back and forth on Taylor Swift. She had a great song, and I mean, I love even the shittiest of songs. So but it felt kind of pandering. I don't know, but it's also hey, here's a song, go buy my song on iTunes, which is one of the things that kind of feels weird to me about releasing a song that supports LGBT people. But in contrast, rainbow crosswalks are free and they don't want you to buy something.
They're no
just
return.
There.
Yeah.
And they're just it feels very much, we're just here to represent rainbows and support gay people. And they're just going to now be here from now on. There's something that I really like about that part of it.
Sort of in that same vein, there are a lot of businesses, at least here in Seattle, I assume elsewhere, that June shows up and they have pride flags in the windows and on their doors or on signs outside of their establishment. And I always have a reaction to that. I'm like, okay, well, at least they're friendly enough that I can go in there and probably not get hate crimed.
Yeah.
But it always makes me feel even better. It always puts a smile on my face when I see just random houses that have a pride flag. You don't have to do that. There's no return. You're just boldly and bravely saying to the world, for anybody who drives by, I support queer people.
Yeah.
I recognize that it's Pride. Here you go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Someone posted to our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/gayish podcast.
You're so good at this.
Thank you. It's like I've said that so many times and tried to get the amount of like listen to my podcast that anyway. But someone posted to our Facebook group this list of these companies that do like, and they showed all their rainbow-fied logos.
Yeah.
But then we're like, but have donated like millions of dollars to anti-LGBT politicians.
Yep.
And things on the list were AT&T, Comcast, what else? Home Depot.
Wait, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
you're having the same reaction that I did.
AT&T is my cell phone provider.
Uh-oh.
Comcast is like, we're streaming over an internet connection that I get from Comcast.
But I mean,
right
partly
now.
they have they're such a monopoly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like sometimes you don't have a choice.
My building, my HOA handles our internet, and we have no other options. And Home Depot, I bought a washer and dryer at Home Depot. So are you telling me if I can avoid it, to stop? Like, should I change my cell phone plan, Kyle?
Yes.
I'm having a nervous breakdown now about this. Tell me what to do.
Yes, change your cell phone plan and just maybe just don't leave the house.
Okay.
Everything is gay in your condo. So, okay. This is Home Depot was really surprising to me because I think lesbians and bottoms who like to pretend they're in charge of things have funded Home Depot from the get-go. So it's like crazy that they would donate money. And that, like, I feel like that's the complexity of it. Like, you can put it, like, if you put a rainbow flag behind your logo, you look supportive, and it's harder to track the money of this was donated to this politician who then turned around and was anti-LGBT. Like, that's like this indirect path that it takes a lot of time to research.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that's part of the, if you appear with rainbows to support LGBT people, you may not get actually called out for the real anti-LGBT things you're doing behind the scenes. So I'm glad there are people that do this list, or the HRC who does the Corporate Equality Index to.
You had a really good idea not too many episodes ago. It happens every once in a while. About like there should be an app that will look through your bank records for you and tell you when you're fucking up. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, even a current one, like I use Mint to see how much money I have doing podcasting. Man, I'm rolling in my podcasting dough. But yeah, like if there was like this like thing in Mint where you press a button, it knows all my money things. Like if I could just press something, it could say like, here are the most egregious things. Like, you've spent so much money on buying Oreos. Have you ever considered? One, we're worried about your health, and two, like, I don't know. I don't know anything about Nabisco, so I don't know what they're. But if you could like figure that out, or like someone out there, if you know how to like, I was gonna say know how to code, but you know how to decode. So maybe, Mike, we need to make this.
I mean, I could write an app. I just don't have time.
Well, what good are you? Okay. So, I also want to talk a little bit about science.
Science.
Thanks.
She blinded me with science. Science. No? Okay. Mm-hmm. No, Dan gets it. He's old too.
Okay, great. I'm just a young
Thomas Dolby, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't care. I was going to talk about double rainbows.
Double rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's that say on Urban Dictionary?
It's like, what, two dicks that go in a bisexual's butt or something? No, okay. So this was on...
When you double team a bi guy.
Oh, double rainbow. I love it. It's like the Eiffel Tower.
Dan, put that on Urban Dictionary if it's
Quick.
already there.
And can you brand gayish somehow? If you...
It doesn't have to do with like eating out a bleeding vagina and then kissing a cum-filled mouth and then doing it all over again.
Okay, Dan, you're fired off the show now. We don't pay you, but you're paying...
Wait. Dan, what if the girl eats out
another girl?
A different girl. Like, I'm saying, why does the girl have to be with the one with the cum-filled mouth? What if the guy has a cum-filled mouth? What if the girl has a bleeding mouth? Let's stop. Why didn't we... Dan. Why are we
Maybe
talking
the guy's
about this
ass
again?
is bleeding. You know, like it's
Maybe someone ate out Mike after
maybe
Ireland.
she pegs him, then his ass is bleeding, then she licks up the blood. I don't know.
This is beautiful.
We're digressing.
And
I'm
then
very uncomfortable. Please, everything should stop now.
Okay. No, I'm talking about literal double rainbows.
By the way, my mom is in the chat room,
Hi, Ma Johnson.
so
This
she's
is
used to it.
This is nothing for her. She gets it. Okay. Double rainbows. I got this information from science.howstuffworks.com, which the
So it's totally real.
science dot says we know what we're doing. Okay, so I'm taking this a little bit out of context, but I loved it. So there's this article about double rainbows. How rare are they? Like a little bit more information on them. And it says, quote, "The world is full of rare and astonishing things. Alas, a double rainbow is not one of them."
Okay.
It's like building you up, and then it's just like,
Wait, because double rainbows don't exist or because they're not rare?
they're not rare.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That could have gone either way, right?
No, they're real because there have been pictures. So, yeah. No, it could have just gone the one way.
All right.
Yeah, no, they're actually not that rare.
Okay.
So here's the science behind rainbows. Should we talk about more gay shit? Because I feel like if people tuned in and think we're talking about rainbows about gay shit, like we did that a little bit, but now we're saying the science behind rainbows. Which are they bored? Dan, are they bored?
No,
are they interested? Do they care?
Adam's asking about a Dropbox link to a big fatty bumper, so they're super focused on us right now.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'll turn on my Adam sexy voice. A rainbow. A rainbow is when sun hits the raindrops and refracts. They're all tuned in. They all love it. Okay, no, it really is when sun hits raindrops and refracts, and then this process called dispersion. Longer wavelengths bend in one way, and then shorter wavelengths bend another way. Anyway, that's how rainbows happen. A double rainbow is when the light is reflected twice in the raindrop. You can see two reflections, but here's the key. For double rainbows, one is like the normal way, and the other rainbow like appears above it, usually lighter, and it's flipped. Like the colors are actually flipped the other way. So like whatever the opposite of Roy G bit, like Vib G Yoyer.
Vibgayor?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That'd be a good name for like a Icelandic person, I think.
Vibgayor?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it sounds like an enemy on a video game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Russian enemy that's like waiting. You've come to the Vibgirol.
Oh god. Okay.
But okay, so what's actually rare? Here's what you need to pay attention to.
Okay. I'm paying attention.
Super paying attention. I mean, I guess if you want Instagram likes or whatever the fuck, we should know what's actually rare. So it's not the double rainbow, it's the twinned rainbows.
The twin rainbow. What's that on Urban Dictionary?
Oh no, I don't think we need to know about that.
No, I'm just wondering if that's where twins double team a bi guy.
This is what I thought, and this is why I said.
Or do twin bisexuals double team a twink?
I am uncomfortably interested in like porn that's like, I fuck my sister's husband, and I'm like, why do I don't know. Never mind. We don't have to. This isn't about rainbows. So twinned rainbows are when two separate arcs break off from a primary base. So both rainbows are actually the same, like Roy G. Biv.
Okay.
So if you see that, that's actually rare. And this is earlier. You started talking about things, and I don't know. I forget what you were saying, but like,
Yeah.
So Disney does a lot of rainbow research.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So,
Okay. On the episode that we did where it actually ended up on Big Fatty's Shark Week, where I talked about I had that job interview and I shit myself while I was doing the interview.
You, like,
it was over webcam.
yeah.
It was for Disney. So I could be researching rainbows for Disney, but I shit myself, and so now I'm working for somebody else.
Yeah. No, they don't hire people who shit themselves.
Yeah.
Dr. Wajoliak
So good. Well done.
Thank you. There are like so many consonants and J's and Z's. Anyway,
When I was a kid, I used to have a speak and spell, and you would like if you pushed all of the buttons at the same time, it would sound just like that.
sound like something out of a seizure. But he is a researcher and co-author of the paper. And the paper. Oh, I just copied this. I didn't actually get the paper that he wrote. Anyway, so he's doing Disney research in Zurich, and he's apparently like understanding rainbows and how all this works is only recent. He said, until now, no one has really known why such rainbows occur, which is like interesting that we're just now like, we don't know shit about shit if we like are just now figuring out rainbows.
Yeah, they've been around since the Bible.
Mm-hmm. And the Bible's been around since
Forever. Like that's
literally ever. Yeah.
the Earth is 7,000 years old, and the Bible started it all.
Yep. I'm just imagining like the pages open and the world just like coming out of it, like gay Jesus coming out of an ass, just emerging. No, but yeah. So like, well, first of all, it's creepy to me, Disney doing research on rainbows, because like I think what they said in the article is like they're trying to research rainbows to like, I don't know, draw them better in movies or whatever. But like part of me imagines at Disneyland, like them having imaginary or like artificial rainbows. And it's just like the idea of something like pure and beautiful that like Disney's going to learn how to like take and create in like a weird, it's like, it'd be like corporate appropriation of rainbows in the most extreme sense. Cause if they could like literally recreate rainbows, that, I don't know why artificial rainbows terrifies me.
I think artificial rainbow is a good name for vodka.
Why? Because you'll see lots of colors. But okay, to tie it back to gay things.
Okay, yeah, gay it up.
What I loved about that is I think double rainbows is a very good representation of gay people, because even though people think they're rare, they're actually more common than you think. So everyone has at least seen one in their lifetime. And, it's just we're everywhere. We are more special than regular rainbows, but we're still pretty common.
That's true. Everyone has seen one. I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Right? We are everywhere.
We're fucking everywhere.
Even Iran, where they say that we don't exist. Even in Chechnya, where they say we don't exist. We exist everywhere.
Even in Texas.
And always have and always will.
Mm-hmm. Straight people keep creating us, so it's your fault, straight people.
Yep. So at 45 after the hour, we're going to go to the chat room. So if you want to get like your questions and comments in, Operator Dan is standing by. So be sure to send those in. I did want to talk a little bit about all of the different rainbows that there are for Pride.
Okay.
Do you have anything planned for that?
No, I don't. Oh, this is great.
Yeah. So
I did. I only did a little bit of like research on like where the rainbow came from, and like the only thing I want to say is like originally there was the pink upside down triangle, which was taken from
Nazi Germany
during the Holocaust. Yeah, and that was like what's that called? Reappropriating, but in a good way. Is that what it's still called?
Repurposed? Sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's
okay. Reappropriating.
Reclaimed.
Thank you. Got it while Dan was halfway through. We reclaimed it, and actually there was a pink stripe on the original rainbow flag, which they eventually did away with because I think it cost too much for printers. They didn't have that color.
Exactly. So they.
Oh, did I steal something of yours?
No.
I wanted to steal something.
There wasn't enough pink fabric. That's why there wasn't enough fabric. So the original 8-stripe version was designed by Gilbert Baker in 1978. He had met Harvey Milk, and Harvey Milk had challenged Baker to come up with a symbol of pride for the gay community. And Gilbert Baker, Mr. Baker, Gilbert Baker? I don't know. Anyway, he came up with the original 8-stripe version, which was pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But then in 1978, between 1978 and 1979, there wasn't enough hot pink fabric, so they just like dropped the pink.
Gay problems.
Yeah.
Not enough pink fabric.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have to change the colors of this.
But then since 1979, it's been 6 colors.
I wonder if stores sell out of glitter around Pride. You know, like I wonder if there's just like a surge in demand for glitter.
Probably not on the West Coast because like you can't even get a plastic straw anymore.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
bad
Glitter,
for the environment.
Glitter kills fish.
Glitter is transing the fish. Remember with that?
Yeah. Okay. We actually had an episode about glitter and one, but I don't remember it because it was more than 2 seconds ago. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's episode 125 now, and your memory has not improved. So the colors all have meanings behind them. The hot pink initially was supposed to be sex, which I think it's kind of funny that just like my bedroom, that was the first thing to go. Red is life, orange is healing, yellow is sunlight, green is nature, turquoise is magic or art, indigo is serenity, and violet is spirit. And that's why Pride 48 this year, the theme is the spirit of New Orleans, and purple is the color because it's from
Pride 48. Y'all are smarter than I gave you credit for.
Yeah.
Which is still not super smart, but a little smart at least. Good for you guys and girls and non-binary people.
Also, we tend to be real mean to people that interact with us. So
hi. Oh yeah, welcome. Fuck off.
And then in 2017, there was the whole controversy because they wanted to add a black and brown stripe at the top. Do you remember that?
I do, and I distinctly remember actually. Jake Leon Guerrero, who we just had on our People of Color episodes, we're doing like plugs for previous episodes like we've done this before. Like we never are this good at like... Anyway.
Well, you remember that one because it was the last episode.
I did it though. Which is, but we had this big discussion about it, and the one I liked the best, it wasn't like another stripe in the rainbow. It was like a little triangle off to the side. I'm drawing it in the air, which really helps the people listening.
Yep.
But like it was like a little triangle coming in with black and brown, I think, which I really liked that because it's not a stripe in the rainbow; it's something else added to the rainbow. So yeah.
Yep. And there are also a whole bunch of other ones, and I can't keep track of all of them. It's just too hard, and my memory's better than yours. There's actually, I was at Queer Bar at Trivia the other night, and he asked a bunch of questions about like he described a rainbow flag, and you had to say like which LGBTQ plus group it came from. But there's one for asexual pride, which is like there's pretty much no colors on it. Which I hope they chose it themselves because if somebody else chose it for them,
wait, is it really?
Offensive. It's black, gray, white, and then purple on the bottom.
Oh, they got a little splash of that purple.
And yeah, I don't know. And there's a bear pride flag, which is
like brown and yellow
with a bear print.
Yeah.
In the upper corner. There's bisexual pride, which is a bunch of different colors of purple. I think.
It's blue. I think. Blue, white, and purple, maybe?
It's like pink on the top and blue on the bottom, and then a bunch of shades in the middle so that it like kind of gradiates.
Because I've seen bisexual people that you can get the right color of hearts. So if you put 3 hearts in a row and it's like one is pink, one is blue, one is white, or whatever, then it like looks like the bisexual. I've used that before when replying to bisexual people. And I see you.
Trans pride is blue, pink, white, pink, blue. That's my favorite one.
I also like. Beyond Rainbow recognize that one very distinctly. Like I know the trans flag when I see it.
Yep.
I mean the bear one is pretty easy too because it's bear.
But the Wikipedia article for LGBT symbols has 25 different pride flags.
Shit.
And yeah, it's a lot to handle. It's a lot to keep up with.
But you don't have to know all of them. Just like be cool with like it. I think this is like what you have to do with labels too. Like some people are like there are so many, but it's really nice and validating when you see a label that represents something that you didn't know that you felt, and the same for like if you have a flag that's like not only is there a definition for my orientation or my gender identity, there's also a flag because people like it.
Yeah.
Like that's really affirming and really cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know all of them, but I'm happy that they're all out there.
Yeah, me too. More is better.
Yeah.
More representation is better.
Yeah, exactly. Say the 2 cis white dudes.
Well.
Oh, we do what we can.
We do what we can. Do you have another segment?
No.
Because we can totally go to the chat room now.
Yeah,
Are you
let's
ready
do
for this,
that.
Dan?
Dan, you've been...
For sure.
Yeah, you've been watching the chat.
I have. And chatting with many. And I've been taking down some of the funnier things. And maybe I'll just read through them.
Yeah.
And it will sound weird. So early on, RT Cruiser said he or she was standing at attention now, or they were standing at attention now. When you guys started out.
RT Cruiser. He's from Australia.
Is it because of my voice or Mike's?
I mean,
We'll get to that.
thank God it's an audio
Fuck
format
off,
because
Mike.
I have the sexier voice, but you're sexier in person, so it all works
Thank
out.
you.
I think we're forgetting about me. And
We're not forgetting at all.
Marat said puking rainbows as we speak.
Oh,
there
that's
was a
beautiful.
hashtag blame Sarah early on when you guys started talking. That's from Mr. Mike.
Oh, yeah.
1972.
This is all her fault.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you don't like any of this, Sarah's the one that you should direct your emails to. It's SarahTalk at this is definitely my email. smesarah.com.
Moose said it's a great podcast. Sater69 said frat boys are not that hard to do.
Okay, Sater, we'll get together and
Share your tactics.
What are your tips?
Do you guys know who Sater69 is by any
I
chance?
listened to their show last night. It was really good.
Yeah?
I liked it.
Okay. We'll get to that
What
later.
color wig do you have to put on to seduce frat guys? Like
One that has boobs, I think.
Yeah.
the rare boob wig. Yeah, I'm just imagining like a wig that has boobs all over it in your head, and you're like, look, boobs, you like that, right? I can be going down on you. You'll have some boobs to touch. You'll love it. Everyone wins. New strategy.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. Big Gay Chub Show. Matt said Gayish touched my yes place.
Oh, wow. Hopefully,
Wait, where is that?
Who knows?
hopefully that was consensual.
And when Ma Johnson chimed in, one of the first things that she said was "consume this, Kyle," in reference to something you were blathering on about. George in Atlanta said Pride 48ers are hella thirsty for gayish boys. LOL.
George in Atlanta.
Oh.
Sarah Talk.
Big Patty, is that you?
Sarah Talk changed their screen name in the chat room when we started to "Your bullshit is bullshit."
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Thanks,
Which, by the way, you
Sarah.
can get your bullshit is bullshit t-shirts on our website.
Oh my god, this so sounds I hate us a little bit right now because of I'm wearing our
Kyle's wearing mine.
Yeah.
Your bullshit is
He's
bullshit.
totally wearing it. You can see it on our Instagram at Gayish Podcast.
Oh my god.
And appropriately, the next thing in my list, FL Florida Mac says standard rates apply.
Yeah.
Marat said pretends to be a rainbow rider for Mike.
Wait, I already forgot what that was. Rainbow
Of course
Rider.
you did.
Shh, 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 shh.
This is my part of
This
the
is.
show.
Oh wait, do I have to shut up and listen for once?
Do your thing.
No, you're right. You're right. I just had to verify you remembered I'm in charge.
Wait, is that Marat from Russia?
I don't know. It
I
doesn't.
think-
It just says Marat.
Marat from our
Marat, if
Snapchat-
you're still listening.
let us know.
Let us know.
We'll figure out how dedicated you are. We'll call out individual people and say reply if you're still listening.
Если ты слушаешь, очень приятно.
Yes, it is.
Great.
Yeah. Also, live, Javin Big D. I don't know how to pronounce your scream name, but he says, "Shut up, Kyle."
Now I'm at attention.
You like being taught like that, yeah.
Ma Johnson clarified that she breastfed Mike, and now he's addicted to beer bottles.
Thanks, Mom. Great.
Adam Burns said, "I don't stick anything in my butt anymore because I bleed every time."
Oh wow. Okay, real comment there.
Yeah, when you get older and hemorrhoids kind of become a thing, I'm sure that blood during anal sex is more of a problem.
Or I feel
More-
like when I'm first starting out, I'm like, I got to get so ready to like get it in there that I'm like but then other times, like now I'm starting to get more confident and I'm like, yeah, it's good enough. Go for it.
And I'm
Did
not
you
saying,
just call Adam old?
I think he's older than me, which everybody is older
So
than
am
me
I.
is old. Yeah.
Fuck you.
No. I'm not saying that's what's going on for Adam. I'm just saying that like I had hemorrhoid surgery and that was really, really awful. Like the worst thing that I've ever done in my whole life was hemorrhoid surgery. I thought I was going to die. As an adult man, I've only cried because of pain once, and it was after that surgery.
Oh wow.
But like before that, when they were still like a big problem for me, I would have blood like just even after a bowel movement, like, and so like
So did I after a fissure.
yeah, it's rough.
Coming soon on an episode of
Or
Gayish.
it's not rough
Butt
because then
stuff.
you'll
Nope.
bleed.
Nope.
Yeah, Adam's taking the older comment. Yeah, not well.
Although
Just like he doesn't take a dick well. So it's
There you go.
pretty fair.
Chris from
Tennessee.
Tennessee. I'm hosting a party in NOLA where we collectively try to enact as many Urban Dictionary entries as possible.
yeah, Chris from Tennessee, from
Oh.
New Jersey, from Tennessee.
It's going to be a rainbow of rainbows. That's beautiful.
Big Gay Chub Show Matt said there were no rainbows before Noah's Ark, and Mr. Mike 1972 said according to the Bible the rainbows first appeared after the Great Flood.
Yeah,
Oh.
because that totally happened. One dude fit 2 of every species on a boat that he built, and that's all of the animals we see in the world came from that less than 7,000 years ago.
And he built
Makes total sense.
He built the boat and he was like, that was my straightest thing of the week. All right.
It's important that we get to the part where Sater69 talked about how sexy my voice is.
great, yeah.
All
And they
right.
wanted
We're
to know
wrapping
what
up
I
then.
look like,
Yeah, he looks fine.
and
Okay,
They
thanks.
looked at pictures of me and said I was bonerific.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
told me to just cut in for no reason.
Dan, yeah, right. We need to talk about this later.
I know, gayish and straightest.
I will say, Pride 48, just in case people didn't know, we are going to be at the live show in New Orleans here coming up in
Yeah.
August, and Dan is going to be
I'm
with
coming.
us.
I'm coming.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he'll be saying when he's there.
So should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
I know it's weird that we do it anyway, but it's so weird when we do it.
We've done it every single episode, and we will do it until this show fucking dies if I have anything to say about
We will
it.
do it until next week. I don't know how much longer this is.
Should we do our gays and straightest?
Let's do our Gayish and Straightest.
Oh, wait, but first, our website is
did you, for the first time ever, forget that we've been doing this 100 times and we do our contact
You
info?
usually ask, and then like we go live, and God only knows what's going to come
And
out of your mouth.
everything, same.
Rainbows. Our website is
Cumblat. Okay.
our website is gayishpodcast.com.
All of our social media is at Gayish Podcast or /Gayish Podcast. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and
Patreon.
FetLife. Oh, sure. I mean Patreon.
Our hotline, you can leave us text messages or voicemails, is 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rates apply.
And our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com. If you have done one of the Rainbow Urban Dictionary things,
Send us a picture.
no, it depends on which one of them, really. Use your best judgment on what we want to see. But okay, let's do our gayest and straightest.
Do our gays and straightest.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, that's fine.
All right, do it. You look like, are you about to open that beer so that... Ooh.
Yeah.
Even I don't like beer, but that felt very refreshing to me. I don't know why. Were you trying to aim for your gayest or straightest thing?
No,
Like,
the straightest
opening-
thing about me this week, so our friend Sharia, who's in our Dungeons & Dragons group,
And it was her birthday
and
recently.
it was her
Happy
birthday. I was out and I was shopping for her for something for her birthday, and I was looking at all this stuff, and then I had this thought that I usually give bottles of whiskey to my male friends for their birthdays, and
Except for me, because you know that's gross.
right, exactly. But then I had this fight with myself, and I think the straightest thing about me this week is just that I immediately assumed that a girl wouldn't want to
Yeah.
drink whiskey, that's a man's drink,
Yeah.
and like that sort of separation of gender roles is my bullshit was bullshit, and I caught it.
But that's great, like, to recognize those things, because they're like, those things are just built in, like, they're not anyone's fault. They're society's fault. There are some people's fault. It's fucking Christian's fault. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And so I got her a bottle of scotch, and she loved it, because of course she does, because she loves whiskey.
Yeah.
And then the gayest thing about me this week, we were setting up for the live stream here, and we have a couple of dry erase boards floating around that had like
Notes
really
and-
old caked on dry erase on them, and I couldn't get it off with the paper towel, so I was like, okay, well, I need something with like rubbing alcohol in it maybe, so that I can clean these off so we can use them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran back to my room, and I brought my dildo cleaner out, which it's this spray bottle of dildo cleaner, and it has alcohol in it, and it wiped that shit right off. It was perfect.
The WD-40 of the gay world.
Yep, but having a big old spray bottle of dildo cleaner, that's my gayest thing this week.
I mean, okay, I know that's really smart to clean off all of your sex toys, especially things that go into that part, that unspoken part of your body. Like, but I just give it a quick rinse in hot water.
I mean, yeah, do that too.
But no, I should clean it off more.
Yeah, you should.
But I'm not. What?
I'll get you a bottle of dildo cleaner for your birthday.
Oh my God, happy birthday to me.
Or Christmas. Christmas is before your birthday, so we'll do that.
Or Hanukkah. I'm not any kind of religion, so it doesn't matter. Gifts are gifts are gifts. Should I tell you mine?
Yeah, let's do it.
Should I do the thing that I always do on every episode?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Although, please do a different straightest thing this week. You did it. You did exactly the same one twice in a row.
I didn't realize that until I realized that I did the same thing twice, and I was just gonna cut my straightest thing and hope people didn't notice, on the episode that's gonna come out on Thursday. But you just called me out, so maybe I'll. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed this, but especially recently, I've really enjoyed when the gayest and straightest thing are the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I think it actually goes to show we do this because we think stereotypes are dumb, and it shows that even though we're gay, we do things that are stereotypically gay and straight, so they actually don't mean anything. So for anyone new, that's the purpose of this. It's silly. It's so we like to poke fun at it.
Yeah.
So I had the perfect one when I was on my way here. The straightest thing about me is that I got this energy drink that it was the one that in that can. It was a disgusting tasting energy drink, which I feel like that's okay. I didn't know this about my name. I belong to a Reddit, a subreddit on Reddit called Kyle. It's just Kyle, and it's Kyle's.
I bet you're all insufferable.
Yeah, well, yes, I didn't realize I didn't know that the stereotype about Kyle, in my mind, there's this Shrek. There's this moment in Shrek where this super gay coded, or maybe just outwardly gay character is wearing Kyle, and he's laying down in a sexy position. Anyway, that is what my stereotype about Kyle's has been. But actually their stereotype, all the things Kyle's post about are super straight stereotypes. Drinking Monster energy, it's getting to the end. Energy drink and punching holes in drywalls. So anyway, apparently so
banging chicks and racing cars.
Exactly. And carburetors. I don't know. Straight things. Breasts. I don't know. So drinking gross energy drink, that's my straightest thing.
Okay.
The gayest thing is that energy drink that I bought was 0 calories and vanilla flavored.
Oh.
So that I'm actually it's not necessarily because it's Pride, but it's not because it's not Pride that I'm thinking about my diet and what I'm eating and trying to eat less and whatever. So, looking for that 0 cal.
Yeah. Well, and then you came in today and you're like, do you have coffee? Because I just made a pot of coffee. I was like, yes. And you were like, because this is disgusting.
And I wanted you to share in the experience with me of how gross it was. Yeah. I don't know why I thought a 0 calorie vanilla flavored energy drink would be any good, but
you're like, this is disgusting. Do you want it? I'm like, no.
I wanted you to try it so we could just bond. I wanted to share a moment with you, but whatever.
So that's it. A special thank you to Pride 48 for the live stream weekend. And
thank you to Sarah Talk again for introducing us to Pride 48 and also setting us up real nice because she nailed it on what our show's about.
When our show is over, up next is Tastes Like Burning, so stick around and listen to those kids.
Yum, and thanks to everyone in the chat room. Thanks for listening and commenting, especially those people that think I'm handsome.
And thanks to my mom for breastfeeding me, I guess.
It didn't work out great.
So that's it. This has been Gayish. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
And in New Orleans.
In
August.
Everyone go.